what is the longest iron in your bag? At the minute, the longest iron I'm carrying in my bag is a 4-iron. I've actually swapped out my 3-iron for my 1-length hybrid. So I thought it'd be a good chance to actually ask you a question. What's your longest iron? So please do comment that down below. I'd love to know what brand and what your longest iron is. But also, why we need to stop making some common mistakes. And these are common mistakes all golfers do, and honestly, we've got to stop them. We've got to stop them. So what we really need to feel with any iron shot, but more importantly with a long iron, is a lot of golfers see, and they put the club down to the ground, their brain's screaming, ah, no, not a lot of loft. So we get into that habit of wanting to feel as though we scoop this ball up into the air. Now, in reality, sometimes that may be okay. We may get that golf ball going away, we may hit it okay. And in other times, we probably won't. And we probably find between our 6, 5, and if we do carry a 4-iron, that there's not much difference in distance between each of them. Because we're coming into the golf ball, the club's working this way, as opposed to hitting down on the golf ball, and that's exposing the leading edge. That's leaving you susceptible to those thin and those fat shots with the long irons. And I think a lot of you will be quite comfortable with maybe up to 7-iron or even 6-iron, but those longer 2, those 5, and possibly that 4, it's that troubled area. So what can we do? There's 2 elements to this, and this is what I want you to feel. If we think about what we do well on certain shots is allowing that weight to travel left, and we get that nice strike. So I really want you to concentrate on feeling as though we get a divot on the inbound side. So imagine we separated this out to out of bounds and inbounds. Can we feel that contact on this side more, so that hitting down motion, and trusting that strike will create a bit more spin to get that ball up into the air. So there's some factors I want you to do to get this. So I've got my 4-iron in my hand. We're going to talk about the ball position we want to have for a 4-iron. So in terms of where I like to feel my 4-iron is in my stance, is a club head inside my lead heel, okay? So quite a way forward in my stance. Now, with this, it helps move my arc to the correct point, and also I don't feel as though I'm hitting down on it too much, and that's really going to reduce the loft. So even in the sense of moving the ball back and hitting down on it, we could get a pure strike but a very low launch angle. So first point is, I want you to feel as though that ball position is a club head inside your lead heel. The second thing is, and I want you to feel as this second and third point, they basically work as one together. You notice here I've got an alignment stick which I put quite a way into the ground. That's just going to sit at hip height, just outside my left foot or my lead foot. And then another alignment stick that I'm going to put my left heel on, okay? So what I want you to feel is this on the downswing. Can we feel the club head is travelling low after impact and rotating with the lower body, rather than high after impact and scooping and not a lot of rotation with the lower body? So we're really trying to feel as though we rotate and the club head works low. Now, you might be thinking, Alex, what is that? So let me really show you why that is important. So if I just take this alignment stick out of the way, I think this is really good for you to see. If I'm feeling the club head lower after impact, so tracing down this yellow line, look how we're going to be hitting down on the golf ball, and that's really important. With the correct ball position and heading down, that is really important. The rotation allows you to transfer that weight in a nice efficient way. If we're hitting up on the golf ball, look how the club head would feel higher after impact. So a foot after the golf ball, can we feel that club head is as far away as possible and as low as possible? So again, alignment stick on the ground, I feel it in this order. So if you keep spinning around to the down the line perspective as well as we do this, I want you to stand here, really feeling that the pressure's down that left heel to the top, rotate and feel the club head low. Rotate and feel the club head low, rather than scoopy and slidey. Now, I've got 3 golf balls here. I would definitely recommend trying this in the driving range. And first and foremost, let's try it with a club that you're comfortable with. If we think about we're trying to improve our golf game, we want to see some results instantly because we're human beings. We want to hit this shot away, and if it doesn't work right away, part of us is like, nah, don't work that. I've been there, so it's completely fine if you've been there as well. So let's go to some iron that we're comfortable with. So I'm going to do that as well with you. I'm going to go to my 8 iron. I quite like my 8 iron. Then we'll go back to 4 iron, what I had before. We're going to make some half swings, feeling this motion. So alignment stick just outside the left, feeling back halfway, club head low through impact, and just pose that half finish. And through. Feel that motion. So it wasn't quite a great strike, that first one. So we're going to go next one. We're going to do it with a 4 iron. So I actually don't mind if you don't get the strike to begin with. That's fine. We're trying something different. But we're really working on a better motion. So ball number 2. We're going to do this again. A little bit of a half shot. 4 iron now. Low through impact. Low and rotated into the alignment stick and feeling the pressure down to the yellow in my heel. Here we go. That was a really pure strike. Really pure strike. Really nice divot, really pure strike. So we've got a feeling of what we're trying to achieve. So come with me this way. Now you're still continuing to watch this because this is how we take it to the golf course. We've got our feeling and we know we want to feel rotated and low through impact rather than back and scoopy, so more weight's going into our left. What I want you to do on the golf course now, so taking this and transition it from a feeling on the range to something that works on the golf course, is you going halfway back, halfway through in a practice swing, and then just realizing, imagine you're taking some screenshots. We like taking screenshots of our swing. We're swinging through those screenshots, so backswing and downswing, but just going through and past them. But if we took a screenshot at the same point, could we match it up? That is what we're after. That is exactly what we're after. So on the golf course now, we're trying to feel that we swing through that screenshot of low club head, nicely rotated into here, and weight into the yellow, and we can pull the trigger. And really start feeling as though we strike those long irons much better, much more of a downwards hit, which helps take us that strike into the middle, not scoopy, which really exposes that leading edge. Now, I know they were sort of feelings and something to work to, but I really believe that is the best way to go about striking these long irons. Hitting down on them, not trying to scoop it, and learning to rotate through the golf ball, not scoop up, is your way of striking those long irons. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I think it's a really good one that's going to transform your game. Thank you so much for joining me. If you did enjoy it, please do join the channel, hit that big red subscribe button and that bell notification. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we have a cracker tomorrow, so join us then.